Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. I hope we are live. Let me just add my screen quickly and just a minute, folks. Yeah, so let me know if you guys are able to see me. I guess yes. Okay, so before we move on, right? Okay, let me just introduce myself. I'm Prasad. I'm one of the team members here at LetsUpgrade, and my job here is to get you started with the JavaScript program. And yes, after so long, we are doing a JavaScript Essentials Bootcamp. Basically, that is going to get you started with JavaScript. And JavaScript, if you guys don't know, is a very important, you can say, language that you should know if you are dealing in the world of web development. And now, of course, not just web development. For if you are in programming, you should know a language like JavaScript. Okay. Hi, Haniket, Jai Maharashtra. Right. So before, okay, let me just check the chat. And yes, I see a lot of, you can say, noise going on in the chat about skills and certifications. uh, I'll just give my opinion on that very quickly. Just the certifications are useless if you do not have the skills to back that up, right? So you can just get anything with skills. So you should, if you're having a certification, you should also have skills that match that certifications. Okay, that is again my opinion. And yes, of course, after this program you will get certificates as well, so do not worry about that. So we can, so before we go ahead, I'll just take your 5 minutes more to explain you about all the process that you need to do before you start learning, and then I'll call your instructor, trainer, mentor, friend, Pritesh, to come over and take your sessions for JavaScript, right? So there is, the very first thing that you guys need to do is, there are only three steps. First is to register, second is to enroll and attend your classes, and then complete the sessions and get the certificates. Very very easy. Now if you see, again my chat is shared, if you see there's a link that I have pinned up in the chat, right? That is basically the one link for the bootcamp, and that link has everything that you need regarding your program, right? So I'm just going to open that up, and yeah, this will look something like this. Now if you go in this link, let's understand what this link is. Okay, so this is basically a program name, your student ambassador program. So what is student ambassador program? So if you guys want to join us, join the exclusive club of students who help us reach other students, and of course in the whole process they earn coupons, they win prizes, they get swags, and of course you get expert sessions and everything. So that is exclusive thing that we run. It is just a 1 month long program. So you have that option to join that program. The link is right here. You'll get a special badge on our website as well, that you're a student ambassador of Let's Upgrade, right? Then again, the document link is there. If you want to just copy paste it, screenshot it, just save it anywhere that you want. And the very important thing that we are coming up to right now is the enrollment link. All you have to do is go and hit on this enrollment link, right? Once you hit that enrollment link, it will take you to the website or the page that is asking you to enroll into the program, if you have not done yet. For people who are first time visiting the platform or our website or are watching us, welcome to Let's Upgrade, and let's get you signed up and enrolled, right? Just put your email and just continue, put your password and apply. You can do Google login as well. Now once you enroll into the program, right, it is just going to enroll. Let me just enroll. Yeah, now I'm enrolled, and this is the one link, or basically the place where you have your entire dashboard for the program. So your progress for the program, your our WhatsApp and Telegram channels. If you want to earn coins, which is a virtual currency that we have, so you can share your coupon, referral ID to your friends, and once they join, you get the points, right? And below that we have a schedule for the next 3 days, day 1, day 2, day 3, and upcoming class, right? Since the day 1 has started, the day 2 would show in upcoming. Now if you see right here on day 1, right, you have this watch on YouTube button, which will again take you to the stream that you are currently watching on YouTube. And then besides that, you have a mark attendance button. You will have a range of 0 to 10. So if you are giving anything apart from 10, even if you are giving 9, please let us know what went wrong, or why did we lose that 1 point, because that is very important for us, so that we can make better experiences for you. So for now I'm going to give it 10, and of course if it's 10, I'm going to say nothing, and I'll submit the attendance, and that's it. Yes, attendance is marked. Now you have to just go and concentrate on the session. You can do this anywhere between the program, you can do this after the program, right, after the session, of course. Now once you do this, your attendance is marked. And now when do you get the certificates? The very important question that I have been seeing in the chat. If you just go here, right, your program progress bar, and if you just click on this, you will have this pop-up that would come in. Okay, that would say that See, again, there are two conditions for getting a certificate. That is, your attendance has to be marked. Assignments, if there are, if there are any, you have to submit that, and the program should be over. So the program would be getting over on 11th of May. So after 11th May 6:30, once the last day of the program starts, and if your progress is more than 50, then only you will see a button that would let you download certificates. I'll show you how that works. So I'm just going to go into some of my previous program. So here in Canva, my progress is 66%. And now that's why I have the option of generating certificate, because the program is now over, right? So I can directly go and download my certificates based on giving ratings and everything. I can download my certificates, and that's it. So first thing that we did was got ourselves enrolled, marked our attendance, and then we'll download the certificates once the program is over. Now coming back to the doc again, you have the lectures link, you have the notes for JavaScript bootcamp of things that are we going to cover. Now one thing, if you observe that we have created notes for you to, you can basically come and see, read this for getting understanding of what things are there. So right, you can just go and check this, all the notes that are available here for your convenience. We have everything documented here as well. Going back, if by any chance you joined late or did not understand whatever I said and everything, like something went bouncer for you guys, you can just come to this step by step process to complete the program, and everything that I mentioned, from sign up, the one link, the marking attendance, submitting assignment, referring friends, and joining WhatsApp community, everything is documented with proper screenshots on this particular page. So if you anytime, that is the reason I said, right, this document is very important for you guys. So please bookmark it, save it somewhere, and once you get used to the platform, you will not need it anymore. So right, so please, the first time users, I'll recommend you do that. Right, so with that, my job here is done. So let me just get back to the stream. Okay, guys, do not do not start discussions. Just focus on the studies. Right, so let me just quickly call in Pritish in the stream. Hi Pritish, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, he's rejoining. There's some issue. Meanwhile, like, what we can do is I can just check the chats. Just seeing some quite interesting conversations there. So we'll do that. Meanwhile, Pritish is coming back onto the session. Okay, he is there. So I'll just get him onto the stage as well. Hi Pritish, how are you?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm good. Hope everyone is excited for the session.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
around 370 students tuning in for this session of JavaScript. JavaScript always a blockbuster. Like students already crazy for learning JavaScript. I'm just looking for the chat.
Mhm.
For the students who are here, the sessions are going to be till 2 hours almost. Like we started 6:30, so 8:30 you can expect the sessions to go. So whatever Pritish is going to teach you, right, try to practice it after he's done with the sessions, maybe tomorrow in the daytime. I believe you guys are having holidays. If not, and you have exams, I hope so, the people who are in other colleges, right, spend some time to practice it and come back tomorrow with doubts, that we can make it more interactive, right? So with that, I'll just top off this session and hand it over to you, Pritish. All the best, folks. I'll see you on the other end. Bye bye. Have a lovely session.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. So let's before starting the session, just have a quick interactions. Like just ping in the ping. Where are you from? And let's get started. Yeah. Let me see. Where are you from? You can just name your city name or anything, locations, anything. You can just write it in your chat. And one thing, I want everyone to be super active during the whole sessions. Like once I am completing anything, and if I ask if you have understood, you can just write yes, or you can just got it GT in the chat. I got it in the chat. Okay. So this is the basic things you need to follow. In case you if you have any doubt, you just can mention like a doubt and mention something in the comment section. I can ask, like I can have a look over it, and after the explanation I will clear your doubts. Okay. If you have doubt, you can write the D in the chat and the topic which you are facing issues. Okay, I can see many people are from Uttarakhand, Nagpur, Maharashtra. Very good. Bihar, Raulkela, Odisha. Oh great, I'm from Odisha too. All right. So in those 3 days, we'll be covering few of the interesting topics. So in the day one, what we'll be doing is we'll be getting started with like the initial setup, a basic overview, like how about the evolution and understand what is JavaScript. Will be I'll be having a few interactive sessions like where I'll be asking you a few questions and you need to answer it in the chat. Okay, so these things you need to be done. We'll be covering the basics. Then we'll be learning about the control structures, what are this, why it is used, and all stuff. And the next will be after the end of the sessions. Like we have some few exciting projects we'll be doing like maybe some encryption tool we'll be doing, and a small game we'll be doing while we are learning. Okay, so you need to be stay connected. So initial first day will be more of a conceptual classes. We'll be learning the initials, and slowly from the day two, today also we'll be doing few stuff, and from the day 3 and 2 we'll be doing a few small projects, and the last day we'll be doing uh, a major project, some apps or something like this. So you need to be stay connected till the end. Let me see if I have the demo of the app right now. All right, right now I don't have this. Okay, I will show you. So we'll be doing 3 apps, small apps, and a game at the end of the session, till the end of the session. So you need to be super active in the 3 days. Okay. So how many of you will be joining for the 3 days? I will. I will in the chat. How many of you are coming for the 3 days for the session? Yes. Yeah, Rajesh, Jai Jagannath. Okay. Yes. No. All right. So let's get started. So before starting, I want to know how many of you have already have some basic knowledge of JavaScript, like you know JavaScript, or you have some basic idea of JavaScript, what is JavaScript, why it is used. Like how many of you have used it first? If you have used it, or if you have tried it, just write tried. And if you are skilled, just write S in the chat. T or S in the chat. Yes, little bit. I can say little bit. Okay, basic. I know. Great. Yes, I am. I have. Okay, very good. Thank you everyone for being super active in the chat. Okay, can anyone tell me the definitions or anything what you know about JavaScript in the chat? Like what is JavaScript? Okay, I can see many of you have tried or have basic knowledge. So since you have basic knowledge, so what I will be doing is I'll be going from at a very ground level and be leveling up. So those who have little knowledge, try to keep patience till the end. You're gonna enjoy the whole session, right? All right. So how many of you? Okay, scripting language. Okay, very good. All right. And guys, if you are enjoying the session, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. So basically, what you can see is JavaScript is a high-level language. Okay. Don't worry about it. Some kind of you might find some kind of terms as foreign, but I'll be explaining you everything in depth. Okay. So JavaScript is a high-level language. So if you understand, just write HLL in the chat. So high-level language and just in time compiled programming language. Okay, JavaScript is a high level language and just in time compiled language. If you got it, just write HLL in the chat. I'll be explaining you this thing in details, no need to worry. Okay, I can see HLL, very good, superb. All right, so this is the definition, but to understand it, first we need to talk about few more things. Okay, first we need to talk about few more things, then we'll be coming up to the details. So before saying, just give me a minute. Let me share the screen first. Mm, just give me a minute. So I'll be frequently. Okay. So these are the topic. Is the screen visible? Just write visible in the chat. Is the screen visible to everyone? Okay. No. I don't know why it is. Yeah. I hope now. Yeah. All right. So these are the things which we'll be covering today. Okay. So, and you need to focus this thing. Okay. The only way to learn the code is to write a lot of code. Okay, you need to practice it throughout the end. Okay, so that you have a basic grasp of what it is, and you need to be good in it. So practice coding every day. So why JavaScript, will be coming everything in details as a programmer, why everyone likes JavaScript. Okay, so let's start with few of the things. Okay, so JavaScript is not Java. Okay, how many of you are clear? Like Like JavaScript, first thing you need to keep in mind is JavaScript is not Java. Okay, all right. And the next thing you need to keep in mind is JavaScript is not only a basic scripting language. Okay, you can say JavaScript is also a programming language. Okay, why I'm saying this also, let's uh, get more deeper into it. So what is a programming language? You can say, can anyone tell what is a programming language? Yes, can anyone say what is a programming language? Okay, in simple terms, okay, what you can say is, yeah, in simple terms, what you can say is it is a set of rules. Okay, the same way we have rules for different human language. For we have language like Odia and Hindi, English. For every language, we have certain kind of rules which we need to follow to speak it in a perfect way. Similarly, programming language also has a set of rules which we follow. Okay, in human language, we call the language as grammar, but in computer language, we call the rules of a programming language as its syntax. Okay, we call the rules of this programming language as syntax. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. मैं try करूंगा. I will try both in Hindi and English. If you have any issues, okay, no issues. I'll try to make a mix of it. Okay. All right, now you know about the programming language. Okay, so now you know about programming language. So there are different levels of programming language, right? There are different levels of programming language. Can anyone tell me the two levels of programming language? Yes, and can anyone say like two levels? Yes, guys, you need to be super active in the chat. Yes, the two programming levels of programming language. हाई एंड लो. यस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. दो दो प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के लेवल है. एक है हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज and a low level language. So the first thing will be learning about the machine language. So let's give you a glance of it. So machine language is something like this. Okay, if you see machine language is something like this. So machine language is a set of instructions that a computer processes run. Okay, it is a set of like instruction that a computer processor runs. Okay, so basically this machine language is a low level programming language. Okay, because why it is called a low level programming language, why it is not a called as high level programming language? Because its actual, what you can say, is instruction that is understood by the computer with very low and no any kind of abstraction. That abstraction is not done and all. It actually understood by the computer at a very lower level. And you can say, if you go more deeper into it, it is the faster possible way to instruct a computer to do certain kind of tasks. So this is only understood by a computer. Okay, and it is very difficult. You can see the, as the meme you can see on the screen, it is very difficult for human to write and understand it directly. You can see the stream of binary codes like here in the meme. You can see those kind of binary data that are there in the machine level language. So one more thing, is it clear? Is it going well? Are you able to understand the stuff? Yes, no? So if you are understanding IGT in the chat. Okay, so this machine code are also there is also one more disadvantages with this machine code. Okay, these are very processor specific. Like let's say you want to do a certain kind of task. Okay, you want to do a certain kind of task. For this you need to write a specific function. You need to you need to write an instruction to make one computer to perform certain kind of task. But that code, that what you can say is that instruction varies from different processor. You cannot write a single instruction and run in multiple processor. So that is one of the disadvantages. For every processor or every computer, you need to write, you have the same function, but the machine code varies. Like you need to write an entirely different program for the same functionality for different kind of machines. Okay, So this is what one of the major demerit is. Are you able to understand machine language? Yes. Is it interesting? If it is interesting, if it is going interesting and you are able to understand, just like IGT in the chat, everyone. Yeah. All right. So this is what the high then comes. Now you're clear about the low level language. Okay. Now let's move to the high level language. Okay. This is low level language. Let's move about the high level language. Okay. So high level language allows what it does it allows the programmer to write the code in a language that is much more what you can say similar or closer to how the humans speak in real life. Okay. It is much more similar to that. So another benefit of this high level language is that they hide what you can say, yeah, they hide certain kind of complexities from the programmers, like how they run on the computer. Okay, so I think this might be a little kind of tricky. What is this complexity and what they hide? Uh, like how much important is that to make this thing make you understand it a little bit easier? I have something to show you guys. Okay, I have something to show you guys which will make a little bit easier for you to understand this stuff. Okay, so let's take a real life example. So how many of you have played Lego in your real life? Like how many of you have played Legos? Yes, how many of you have played Legos, Lego castle? How many of you have built the castle of Lego? Yes, anyone? Okay, I can see one eye. Others, how many of you have played Legos? I have no. Okay. All right. So those who haven't played, so for them to make them easier, let me give you example. So this is how a Lego is. You have different kind of blocks which you use to make different build the castle. Okay. So here is how JavaScript, being a high level language, is you can compare to this Lego structure. Okay, so let's understand its benefit and how like it is beneficial for us and how it makes our life easier, this high level language. Okay, the first point is less complexity. Okay, so the first point is less complexity. This high level languages are very less complex, and how they are. So with this Legos, you do not need to worry about like how this individual brick. So you can see the Lego right here. Okay, with this Lego, we do not need to worry about how this individual, this small box which you are seeing right now on the screen, how they are made, how they are connected at each levels. You do not prepared at each level. You do not need to worry about it. What you need to do, just snap them together, follow the instruction how to do a certain kind of particular kind of structure, following the instruction, and you can build it. Similarly, the same thing, you do not need to worry how this brick is prepared and all stuff. Similarly, JavaScript hides the complex inner working of the working with the computer and all the stuff. What you need to do, you need to focus on what you want the program to do. You need to only focus on what you want your program to do, like building a more cool feature of a particular website or something like this. You do not and you do not need to focus about how the computer will actually make it happen. Only you need to focus on what your program need to do, certain kind of features or something kind of. So this is the first point, that is the less complexity. And let's move to the next point. Okay, this high level language such as JavaScript, they are very easy to use. Okay, these Legos are designed to be Legos are built in such a way so that you can, so the person who is using it can easily assemble and build a structure around it. Okay, even for the beginners the same thing goes for the JavaScript. Okay, the code is written in such a easier way, which is way which is easier to understand, and it is very easier as compared to the low level language for the human understandability and implementation. Okay, and the third point is, okay, what are the 2 points I explained? Can anyone write it in the chat? Yes, for those who are asked. Yeah, Yes. What are the 2 points I explained? Yes, can first point was complexity, less complex, okay, and second one easy to use, and the third point which we are coming right now is the faster development process, okay. So with this Legos, you can build things much more quicker if you without focusing on how these bricks are created, initially going from the ground up creating the bricks then assembling. What you have a ready to go as a thing, you can just use it. Similarly, the JavaScript allows you to write the code faster, and you do not need to get bugged on how this low level things are happening at the back end, okay. We need to focus on the creative aspect, okay. We need to focus only on the creative aspect of the programming, like building different kind of interactive features and all the stuff, okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Did you got it? IGT in the chat if you got it. Until now, if you have any doubt or if you want something to know, you just let me know. Yes, any doubt, any questions till now? Yes, no? All right. IGT. Okay, very good. Very good. Varsha, Sachin, Raj. Okay. Knowledge Hub. Aditya Chauhan. Yeah, all right. All right. So let's go. Let's move to the next thing. So there are different one benefit which I said right now is they hide the stuff and keep the stuff that is, they only keep the stuff that is important for us and hide the rest of the stuff. Okay. So now let's move to the next topic which we have right now. Okay. All right. So the high level language benefit is that they hide from the programmer some of the complexities of how they work with the computers and all stuff. Similarly, take the example of this program which you can see right here on the screen. Okay, don't worry about it. This program, some of the stuff might uh, you can find it foreign, but I'll be explaining, will be on the process, will be learning this stuff clearly. Okay. So a programmer using the JavaScript who here what it is doing wants to loop over a list of number. Okay. So I'm just telling you the functionalities, what is going on with this. You want to loop over a list of numbers and find out the even ones, okay, and find out the even numbers. So this is the code for that, okay. So the computer processor on the other hand, okay, if you just ask the computer processor on the other hand, they are unable to understand what it is. Computer processor do not understand what you have written because this is a high level language code, okay. So the processor do not understand what this code is. So for this, what you need something called as a compiler. So you need a compilation process. For this, we need a compilation process. And in this process, what happens is we convert the code from a high level language that the programmers can understand into a low level language. Okay, into a low level. Here you can see in this program, which is written in a high level language, is now converted to a low level language during the compilation process. Okay, so in this, even that also varies from language and JavaScript. In context with JavaScript, okay, we'll be going into that part. Okay, we'll be going into that part also. Yeah. So what happens is, okay, yeah, what happens is in the in the traditional ways, okay, in the traditional ways, what happens is the programmer write the code, then what happens, a process follows. Yeah, yeah, all right, yeah. In the traditional compile language, yes, I'll be explaining you, I will be giving you. So this these are the few instances of what you saw right now. There are multiple instances of high level language and low level language. One is this. Okay, in traditional like compile languages, okay, what happens, the first process, the programmer writes the code, okay, and have patience, will be covering everything, okay. I'll be telling you, giving you more examples. Like in traditional compiled languages, the programmer writes the code, and these are the very important concepts you need to understand. And then must run a process, and this process is what to compile the source code, what the code it has written. They need to compile it into a machine code, and the compilation sometimes takes a very long process, and which in result gives you the low level code that the computer can understand. So this is the whole traditional process, how the compilation occurs. You write, programmer writes the code, then it runs a process. Once the process is completed, the machine level code is generated, which can be understood by the computer. But in context with JavaScript, okay, in context with JavaScript, what happens is JavaScript uses something that is called as just in time compiler. Okay, those who are able to get the point, just write JIT in the chat, or just in time. Okay, in the chat, I want everyone, those who got this point, JIT in the chat. So JavaScript uses what it is called as a just in time compiler. Okay, instead of JavaScript programmers needing to convert their code into a machine language, following a process to convert the code into a machine language, then following the implementation process, this what happens is the program that runs JavaScript is known as JavaScript engine. So this JavaScript engine compiles the code before running it and displays in the browser. Okay, so this is how the things happens right here. Got it? IGT in the chat if you got it. So it directly send me the, yeah. Yeah, the roadmap. I'll be telling, yeah, IGT. Okay, very good. If anyone is not able to understand, instead of IGT, you can just write repeat or doubt in the chat. Okay, there is no need to like you just you can just ask for repeat, or you can just ask for like I have doubt in this certain part of the code. Okay, so that I can understand like you guys have doubt and I can explain you guys. Okay. Okay, those who are asking repeat also, you need to mention what part I need to repeat. Okay, so that it will be easier for me to understand like this is the part you are facing difficulty, and you are facing difficulty to understand this particular parts. Okay, so this is how this compilation works. So compilation, what happens is is a process of converting the high level language that a programmers can understand, just like JavaScript, Python, C++. These are all the high level languages into the low level language that computer can understand. Okay, if you want to know the history, the compiler was invented by the Admiral Grace Murray Hopper. Okay, it was invented by him, and this is what, and when it was implemented, like what happens, compilation, against those who asked for the repeat, makes it possible for the same program. Compilation makes it possible for the same program written in a high level language to run in many different types of computer, simply by compiling it for different various computer, rather rewriting for different computers. So this work has become much more easier with the coming up of the compilation process. Okay, then we learned about JavaScript. Okay, and let's go more about it. If those who want to know about a little bit much more into this, the history kind of stuff. So earlier what was happened, both you might have heard about the Netscape navigator, and you might have heard about the Internet Explorer. These are the two giant browser. Okay, which were based on the open source Mosaic web browsers. Okay, and the functionalities were very much similar. uh, but when the web things happened, each of these two things, they started on uh, Microsoft has a few advanced features, like people were able to download and view the documents. Netscape seem to have a very kind of good potential for running different kind of dynamic computing potential of the web, as for running different kind of dynamic computational environment and all stuff, dynamic stuff. So Brendan H, who worked at the Netscape, okay, he was working at the Netscape, was inventing a language. He was inventing a language which could add certain kind of interactive. Previously, there were static from web page and all stuff. So he invented a language by adding interactive to the web page. So what he does it, he smashed the two ideas of like mash together the idea and syntax of different kind of several programming languages and created a language that is called as Mocha. Okay, he Brandon H created a language which is called as Mocha. If you want the Mocha, okay, yeah, yeah, we'll be coming to each and every point. So have patience. So let me, yeah, CHA. So come up with a language which is called as Mocha. Then what happened is later it was renamed to LiveScript and integrated into the Netscape Navigator. Okay, at that particular interval, simultaneously different kind of computer programs started building new exciting programs comes up, and they so they saw the potential of for the Mocha, which is Netscape saw this potential and used it for they also started using it to interactive with the Java applets. Okay, and renamed from that while implementing the Netscape, when started seeing the potential of the Mocha, which later in changed its name to LiveScript. They start use it to interact with the Java applets for the Java programs, and they later they renamed its programming, what you can say, language to JavaScript. Okay, so this is how the name JavaScript came up slowly. And now after, and what happens is later at after this stage, okay, so first one is Mocha, then LiveScript, then we came up with what you saying as JavaScript. Okay, so this is how the things followed. All right. So then what happened is then so everyone were so Microsoft also, what happens is reverse engineered the JavaScript. They also created a replica of it, which is called as JScript, which you might have heard. How many of you have heard about the JScript? Yes, anyone who have heard about the JScript? JScript, yes. Yeah. So the topics which will be, those who are having doubts, so today's which will be covering is will be covering this all these topics, like the basic setting up environment, control structures and all. So we'll be covering this more topics today. Okay, those who are having doubt with the topics. All right. All right, so let's get back to the point. Yes. Okay, so Microsoft, what happened? Reverse engineered the JavaScript and they created a replica of it, which is they started naming it as JScript. Okay, and they implemented in the Internet Explorer. So what happens if different kind of organizations start on implementing in a different way? There will not be a stable things to do on. So for that, what happens to make it standardized for everyone, Netscape, what happens, did submitted the JavaScript to the ECMA, International Standard Organization. Okay, ECMA. Okay, then what happened is after this, Netscape submitted this JavaScript to ECMA for the standardizations, okay, international standards, with a goal for creating a standard version of a JavaScript that every browser could agree on and follow. Okay. All right. So at the end in 1997, ECMAScript specification was launched, which is known as ECMA 262 in 1997. So from then, ever since then, JavaScript has been an implementation of the ECMAScript. Okay, ECMA script, the standardized ECMAScript. Okay, and every browser supports this JavaScript and follows this kind of specification that is being given by them. Okay, clear? All right. So let's now we know about the history. Now we know more about it. So let's come up to the few tools which you need for the development process. Okay. Let's understand what are the few tools you need for the development process. Okay. So so how many of you have got it? The history part clear? CLR in the chat, or those who have doubt, you can just doubt in the chat. Okay. So they did the standardization basically in a high level. If you understand, they did the standardization and they came up with a standardized specification which every browser need to follow to and the implementation part. Clear? Okay, very good, very good. Thank you everyone for being super active. Raj, Techbox, okay, Sriram, Priya. Yeah, thank you everyone for being active. राज मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ हिंदी में. ओके, अभी हम बात करेंगे, विल बी गोइंग ऑन बात करेंगे ऑन दी व्हाट यू कैन से इज दी हाउ वेब वर्क्स. देन आई विल बी टेलिंग यू द टूल्स व्हिच यू नीड. ओके, if the okay, I got if the JSON processor code. Yeah, well, I'll be go. I have the answer solution for your questions. While we start on the coding part, I'll be telling you. Okay, how the implementation work. Okay, how the implementation of JS works. Okay, and what make the website loading faster and smoother also will be coming. Okay, all right. All right, so let's understand how the internet works. Okay, internet, you can see internet is what you can say is a net. How many of you can tell me a definition? It is a network made of several computers that can talk to each other. So there is one computer, let's say, uh, let's make a difference. So this is one computer, this then this is one computer, this is one computer. So there are different computers available in different parts. Okay, and what happens is, so this multiple so what happens is, internet is a network made of this million of computers that can talk to each other. So these blocks can talk to each other, and they follow a certain kind of protocol that is called a TCP/IP. Okay, which stand for transmission control protocol or internet protocol. Okay, so let me write it down also that. So they follow a protocol that is called as TCP slash, sorry, IP. Okay, they follow this for protocol, and this protocol specifies how the data routing around the internet takes place and how any computer can locate another computer that is connected to a particular network. Like my PC can locate a PC that is there in the LetsUpgrade, and how the data is passed throughout the internet. That is the standardization that is done by this particular protocol. So each of this computer, which you can see on the screen, are connected to the internet and may have application running on it to send the data over the internet, like chat and also. One such application is called as HTTP server. Okay, and the HTTP server, okay, job is to use this HTTP protocol. Okay, uh, which commonly today, which you can also see as HTTPS. So basically, which is used to respond to the request for the web page and the other different kind of files that are required to the for the web page. Okay, so this is what happens basically on internet. So here, let's say this is the computer which you have. Okay, or let's take one example. So this is the computer you have, and this is a server that is remotely there somewhere else. So when you write a certain kind of let's say uh, a website on your browser, let's the www.letsupgrade.com, letsupgrade.in. All right, so what happens, a request is sent to the server, http request is sent to the server. Okay, they check the availability of the I'm telling in the high level language, they check in the server the availability of the file like which you are requesting. If the file is available, they send a http response, okay, to the client. If the file is available, this show you the whole file on the display, the whole price on the web page. And if it is not available, they show you certain kind of error code. Okay, success code or error code along with the data they used to send it. Okay, this is how basically the internet works. Okay, all right, so any questions till now? Anybody, you have any questions till now? No, any doubt, any questions, you can just ask me. Yes, no, all right, so let's proceed. Everything is clear. Okay, clear, got it. All right, so now you have the so what is now, if someone asks you about few of the features for the interview or any kind of stuff, you can just make a note of it. Okay, for web like you can say one of the features of the JavaScript or one of the benefit of JavaScript is it is supported by the most of the browser that is there right now currently, as they provide the built-in, and they all this browser provide supports JavaScript, and also they have the built-in execution environment to run the JavaScript. Okay, and JavaScript you can say is an uh, lightweighted. It is a very lightweighted language, and it is case sensitive, which will be covering how it is case sensitive. Will be going through the code. Okay, and it is also supported in different kind of operating systems, all in Windows, Macs, and all right. So let's move to the next topic, next important topic. Let's jump there. Till then, any yeah, till then let's do the initial thing what you need to run the JavaScript. Okay, for this you need to have a PC. Okay, and the browser installed. Can anyone tell me which browser you guys are using right now? So for this tutorial session, the browser which I'll be using throughout the whole session will be your what you can say is Mozilla Firefox. Okay, and the few tools which you need. Let me show you. Just give me a minute. I'll be sharing the screen. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah, share screen. Why it is not happening? Just give me a minute. Yeah, is the screen visible to everyone? Yes, no. Everyone in the chat visible? Just write visible in the chat. Yeah. So for this and session, I'll be using Mozilla Developer Edition browser. Okay, and this is the go to this particular website. I'm sharing this link in the chat so that you guys can download it. Okay. Yeah, I have shared the link in the chat. Okay. Okay, not visible. Moderator, can you help me in sharing the screen? Yeah, just wait. It will be visible. No need to worry about it. Yeah. So guys, just till then, what you can do is open your Google. Okay. Okay. Don't no need to worry about it. What you need to do, go to Google. Okay, and search. I have already shared in the chat. Uh, sc- uh, and Yeah, I'm sharing the link. Just give me a minute. WhatsApp. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Till then, screen is not shared. Sorry. All right. Sorry for that. Is it? I don't know why it is not happening. Sorry, guys. I'm facing some issues with the browser, maybe. Okay, let me share a different screen. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So Mozilla Developer Edition, which you need right now. All right. So this is which you'll be implementing, and Firefox Developer Edition. The link I'll be sharing also. Okay, so download this and the next tool. Those who are done with this, just let me know. And another tool which you need during this is the Visual Studio, the code editor, where you need to write all the code for this program. Okay, so for this, go to Google and search for this code editor, and this is what you will be finding up. Okay, go to this code editor, and if you have Windows, download this Windows. Click here, it will download. If you running Linux, you can download this, and Mac users, you can download it. How many of you are using Windows and how many of you are using Mac? Just let me know. Have a quick glance. Anyone who is okay? Sorry if I'm going fast. No, this video is not sponsored. This is what I use basically, the developer edition. Yeah, cool. All right. So these are the two things. Once you're done with the download, just respond done in the chat. All right. So once you're done with the tool, just click on the installation process is also very easy. Next, and it will install it for you guys. Okay. The installation process is also very easy. So what you can do once you are done with the download, let me show you how the VS Code looks like. Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me share the screen. Uh, all right. Just a moment. Yeah. So this is how uh, this looks like. Okay. So those who are doing installing it for the first time, so this is how the VS Code looks like. All right. So how many of you are done with the installation process? Yes. Let me know how many of you are done. Okay, done in the chat. Just give me a moment. I am sharing the link right now. Just a moment. And I'm sharing the screen. I don't know, sir. There is some issues happening with the screen share right now. Just give me a moment. Yes. It is automatically getting disconnected. I don't know why. All right, just give me a moment. Yeah, we are almost done, but all right. Okay, many of you have done. Yeah, those who are joining now, no need to worry about it. We are just getting started. So, okay, most of you have done with the installation of the two things. If you are using Chrome, you can go with it. No need to worry about it. Okay, just give me a moment. All right. Yeah. All right, so this is how the VS Code look like. Sorry for there were some issues. I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Yes, no, in the chat. Visible, yes. All right, perfect. So this is how the VS Code looks like. Okay, for this we need to add few superpower. Okay, so I have created a folder. What you can do is I'll be telling you how to create a folder. So this is my project folder, which I have created for the day 1, day 2, day 3. Suppose you want to create a folder for like any more like like day 4. You need to, for creating a folder, you need to click here. For creating a file, you need to click here. The first one is for file, second one is for folder. So like test codes, and hit enter, it will create a folder for you. Let's say you want to create a HTML file. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll navigate towards the class. Okay, I'll navigate towards the class, and there what I'll be doing is inside the class I'll be creating a folder. Is it audible right now? uh, is it audible, my voice? Yes, no, in the chat. Yes, audible. All right, thank you for the confirmation. All right, guys, be active. All right, I'm getting so here click on new file. I want to create a file that is named as, let's say, hello dot html, and hit enter. So this is how you can create. So how many of you have idea of HTML, or how many of you don't know HTML? So you can write don't know in the chat. Yes, does anyone don't know about HTML? Yes, everyone, I hope everyone knows. Okay, all right. So this is how the basic HTML. So you need to write the file name and .html, the extension of the file name, and to load the boilerplate, the basic HTML code. What you need to write it, you need to add a shortcode. Press Shift. Okay, press Shift in your keyboard and press 1. Okay, you will come up with this exclamations and hit enter. Then it will automatically generate a basic boilerplate for your coding. All right, so this is the basic boilerplate which we have got. You can see how easily we have created this. All right, so now this is the basic HTML page. So let's change the title JavaScript. Okay, save it. So this is the body. All right, so what we'll be doing is we'll be writing the basic JavaScript code for the program. Okay, so there are different ways of implementation. Okay, uh, there are the three places where we can put the JavaScript code. Okay, so let me write a heading. H1 tag is for the heading that need to be written. So this, or like what you can write is JavaScript day 1. Okay, save it. So here there are three ways of, so let me write another heading, ways of implementation of JS. Okay, so there are three ways of implementation of JS. One is between the body tag. Okay, so I'll create a on order list. I'll create a list item in between body tags. So this is one way. Okay, which you can implement. The other way which you can implement is between the head tag of the body. Okay, between the head tag. So here this is a way where you can implement. I'll be telling you how. Okay, and the third way is we need to create a external JS file for implementing it. So these are the three ways of implementation of the JavaScript. Okay, clear? So let's start with the first one. Okay, so first one, what we'll be doing is to implement is a in between the body tag. Okay, in between the body tag, how we gonna implement it? Let's see how to implement it. All right. In case, are you clear about the three ways of implementation? Okay, let's start with the body tag. In between this body, what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a tag, HTML tag that is known as script tag. Okay, so this are you able to understand? Yes. How many of you are facing difficulty? You can just tell me if you are facing difficulty. I will help you guys. Okay, unless and until you don't be interactive or tell me, it will be very difficult for me to help you guys. Okay, all right, and be super active in the chat. Okay, understood? Crystal clear? Okay, CC, very good. Crystal clear. Perfect. All right, so let's understand about the implementation. And here what I will be doing is we have will be creating a dynamic content using the JavaScript, and for that we'll be seeing, let's write it test code. Okay, script, and in between the script let's write alert, and let's create a alert of like, hey, welcome to day one of JS. All right, write it. And what you need to do is, for this I'll be telling you to download one more superpower for this VS Code. What you can do is go to this view, click on this extension. Okay, here you can see extension, click on this. Okay, in the extension what you guys can do is search for live server. Okay, so click on this by Ritik Day. Okay, and install this live server. Okay, so this is the live server which we need for locally launching a development server which will load our JS code. Okay, so this is what you need. Then what I'll do is next go to this explorer, right click, open with live server. Okay, so once you open it with the live server, what will happen is, so let me share the screen so that you guys can have a look on it. So once you are done with that particular part, what will happen is you will see a alert that looks something like it. So you can see what you have written inside the alert. Hey, welcome to the day one of JS, and that thing you can see right here. Yes, is it interesting? Is it working for everyone? How many of you are doing along with me? Yes, I want to know how many of you are doing along with me. If you are doing along with me, just write I am in the chat. Okay, if you guys are doing along with me, I am in the chat. Okay, I have shared the screen. Let me share it again, those who are unable to see. Yes, the screen is shared and it looks something like this. Okay, not visible. Okay, screen not visible. Just give me a minute. Yeah, it will be live. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Yeah, now it will be visible. Just give me a minute time. All right, so while it's getting visible, okay, let's see how many of you are done. Okay, all right, perfect. So you'll see a alert. Once you're done with the alert, okay, uh, once you're done with the alert, what you guys can do is let's move to the next program. So this is the one way of implementation which you have learned. Okay, now I'll be sharing the VS Code for the next thing. Okay, let me stop sharing this. Let me open the VS Code. Just give me a minute and let me share again the VS Code. All right. So yeah, can you share the screen? Yes. Just give me a minute. Just give me a, yeah, the team. Yeah, the screen is shared. Okay. So this is how the first way of implementation is done. All right. Then let's move to the next part, that is the code in between the head tag. Okay, code in between the head tag. So let's convert this into a comment. Okay, how to convert this into a comment, let me tell you. Okay, to convert this into a comment, select the part which you want to convert and control and forward slash. Okay, it will turn it to the comment and this part will not be visible. So let's write it as the, what you can say is, let it be this way. All right, so then let's move how to write it in between the head tag. Okay, how to write it in between the head tag. And for this, what you need to do is go to the head tag, similar, the same process you need to follow. Okay, here I will write it implementing a function. For now, let's name it something as function name, right, and give it a name of the function as well. We'll see, welcome. Okay, and then what I can do is inside it I'll put the alert, welcome to my website. Save it, right click, open and live server. Sorry. And then what you need to do is to make it to make it work. What we'll do is, so this is where the JavaScript is there. Now it's time to, when I am well, I will what I am doing right now is, right now everything is working fine. So when I will click the button, I'll create a button, and when I will click this button, the alert will come as welcome to my website. Okay, so for that I'll create a form. I will for now just leave this action blank. Okay, and inside this form I'll just create a input. mm, Type is button, and let's give it a value as hello. Okay, which will be shown on the button. And when someone clicks on click event, these are different kind of event which will be learning. On click it will trigger this. Okay, we'll see, it will trigger. Don't worry about it, we'll come in depth with all of this. Okay, so now the page is done. So I'll tell you how it will work. So for that I'll be sharing the screen. Okay, I'll be sharing with you the screen, just be there. Okay, so now I have shared the screen. Just give me a minute, I don't know why it is not working right now. Yeah, still not working. Yeah, so let's see how it works. Yes, the screen is shared right now. Yeah, soon you will be seeing right now on the screen. uh, yeah, so what will happen is, once the screen is visible, just let me know if it is there. Okay, so now the screen is visible. Now you can see this is the basic page which you have done, and you have created a button right there. and which is visible. And here when you click on this particular hello button, you can see this alert pops up like welcome to my website. Okay, is it working for everyone? Yes, no. Is it working for everyone? Yes, no. The second, are you clear? The second implementation, is it visible? Is it clear for everyone? Yes, no. Got it. All right. So we have learned about the two ways. Let's move to the third way. Third way. Okay. So let me move now to the VS Code. I'll be sharing you with you the VS Code screen. Be there. All right. So yes. All right. So we are done with the version 1 and version 2. Let's move to the third way of implementation of the VS Code. All right. Yeah. So the third one is please do it slowly. Okay. All right. Nishita, if you are facing doubt or if you by chance skipped anything or any one of you by chance skipped any part, you can just let me know. Okay, I'll be going slow. No issues. Okay, we are done with the first part, that is here in between the body. Okay, and the next part is writing the code within the head. The third one is writing the code in an external JS file. Okay, writing the code in the external JS file. Okay, so for that what we'll be doing is we will be building a external JS file for now. Okay, so how to do that? So to follow this guidelines, what I'll be doing is, instead of putting it directly all the JS file, for that I'll be creating one more folder that is known as source code folder, src enter, and inside it I'll be creating like welc.js. All right, and so now we'll see the file name, and .js is the JavaScript file. Okay, this is now created for us. Okay, we'll see .js, well, JavaScript file is now created for us. And right now what we can do is we can write our code inside it. The what I'll do is, instead of this, okay, I'll write it here but without the script tag. We do not need those script tags right here. Okay, so this is our JS file with the function and the alert. Now it's the time for implementation and the linking part. Okay, the linking is, unless and until you create a link between these two files, it won't work. Okay, it won't work unless and until you create a link between these two files. The files are two separate files are there. We have a HTML file, we have a JavaScript file. But unless and until you create a bond or a link between these two files, this won't be able to recognize which one you are calling. Okay, so for that what I'll do is, let's create a link. Okay, those who have already known, can anyone tell me how to create a link? Yes, can anyone? Yes, it depends on the stage. External is much more clearer, but it also varies. Okay, Atharva. Okay, how to create a link, external link. Okay, for this what you need to do is, inside the head you need to add a script tag. Okay, to you not yeah, not css, yes, not link is for the css. Okay, and for the JavaScript we need to add the script tag. Okay, so script. Okay, and src, inside the src you need to write the source code of the file, like where the file is present. My file is present, source of the file, src is the source of the file, and my file is present inside the src folder. Inside the src folder you can see src folder from the current directory, and there I have welc.js. So this is where my file is created. So now what I have done is, I have created a link between these two files. Okay, I have already created a link between this html file and this javascript file. Okay, now simply what I need to do is, I need to check the implementation of it. Okay, so let's get back. I need the button right here. Okay, the same thing. Here previously what I was doing, previously I was implementing it directly within the head. Now I have moved the code to a external file. Okay, so let's see whether it is working or not. Okay, for those it is working, you can just write working in the chat. Okay, so I'll be sharing the screen right now. Okay, the screen is shared. Okay, you can see the same functionalities. Okay, you can see the same button is there, but right now the script for this welcome message that comes as alert, now it is defined something externally. It is there present inside the external file, and which I have created the link to this HTML file. Now you can see on clicking on hello, the alert is coming up right here. Okay, working. Is it interesting? Did you got it? If you got it, just write CC or crystal clear in the chat. And those who have doubt, you can just ask me for the repeat, or if it is crystal clear, just write crystal clear in the chat or CC in the chat. Yes, crystal clear or CC in the chat. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, thank you. And those who have doubt, you can just let me know. CC easy. Okay, very good. Repeat. Yeah, which part you want me to repeat? The code part or not working? Okay, those who, for whom it's not working, explain both the codes are again. Okay, okay, all right, repeat. All right, cool. I'll be repeating. Thank you for letting me know. If I need that spirit. If you are unable to understand, be straight on this class, because I'm there to help you guys. Unless and until if you ask me right now, it will be very difficult for you to understand the stuff at the latter stage. Okay, so be active and let me know like which part you are unable to understand. For this part, let's move to the code part. Okay, so here I have created a form. Okay, inside the form I have an input field. I have created a button using HTML, using the input tag, the type attribute for the button. I want to create a button. I've written the value as hello, which will be shown on the button, like what you want to show the users on the button. So hello, and on click, what will happen? It will trigger the function. We'll see. So, and here I have created a link between this file right here on the head. Okay, and this is what it happens. Okay, so here the link is done. Okay, link is created here with the function which I am calling right now on the click of the button. And what it is doing, it is creating a alert for us like welcome to the website. Okay, save it. Once you are done with the saving, okay, what I'll do is let me share the browser right now. Okay, so this will yes, let just give me a minute. Yeah, so once you are done, click on this hello, this alert will pop up. All right, any doubt? Which anyone, is it clear? Those who are having doubt? Yeah, priority, yeah, priority part I'll be coming up. Okay, we'll be coming up, we'll be taking more examples and we'll be learning about the priority and all. Okay, so yeah, till then how many of you have doubt? Yeah, 3 days is enough for learning the need to get started with. It is much more enough. Yeah, 3 days are enough. And if you what if there are multiple JSs, you can link it. We'll be coming up with that. So yeah, we'll be doing projects with multiple JS file. We can link it and use it after writing the code. How to get this website output? So this is yes. So this is how you write the code, and you can see the website output which you are seeing right now in the browser. Okay. Yeah, 3 days is enough. What is the length of the session? Yeah, the length of the session will be covering till 8:30. Okay, 8:30 today. Any doubt? Like CSS and line CSS are the most of the priority among all the four ways of what is the priority? Yeah, priority section. I'm coming up next page. Yeah, this video will be available. You want to know the difference between HTML and HTML is like the skeletal part, which you are seeing right now on the face. What you are seeing right now in the browser, that is the skeletal, the structural part. Okay, the static structural part you are seeing as the HTML, but the dynamic part, like on click of button, something will happen. On moving of mouse, something will happen. On hover, something will happen. To make certain kind of dynamic stuff, you need the JS. Okay, so that's the basic high level differences. Okay, is it clear? Any more question? Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, okay. I have already explained the difference between the JavaScript and JS. Can anyone tell me? Yes, can anyone tell me the difference between the Java and JavaScript, and what is the basic standalone differences? Yes, can anyone tell me what is the difference? A class will be done at 8:30. I don't get the output. Okay. Do recheck the code. Those are not getting the output. See if the form is written correctly. Those are not getting. Is the form get written correctly? Is the button is visible or not? The next thing is you need to write the function name correctly. If you do not write the functional name correctly in both of the external file and the implementation part, in the on click event, it won't work. Okay, so do have a check on this particular time, and let me know. All right, like 15 days is fine to get into and so on. All right, so JavaScript, in the first place, it was created for the DOM manipulations and all stuff. Basically, the difference between the Java and JavaScript, let me go into that particular part. Okay, so JavaScript is basically what I can say is a very hardcore language in which we need like it is an object oriented programming language. Okay, primarily it is called as a object oriented programming language, which is used to create different enterprise level applications and all. So JavaScript is a programming language, which also called as a scripting language, used to create different kind of interactivity in the website, any dynamic web pages, any kind of animations, transitions, and all stuff that is done by using of the JavaScript. But Java is used to create the complex enterprise level application. Okay, even JavaScript is also currently is into this. So basically Java can run in the basically run on the JVM, that is a Java virtual machine of the browser. But the JavaScript code can run only on the browser for now initially, but now previously when it started it was running only on the browser, but now you can run on the server via node.js. Okay, via installing the node.js runtime environment, you can run the JavaScript also there. Java is a standalone language also, and there are much more. So this is like Java is mainly used for the what you can say is the backend kind of stuff, but the JavaScript is currently you can use it for the front end, back end, and both of the stuff. Okay, clear? Is it clear till now, or any bit more explanation you need? Yeah. And those who are thinking to learn JavaScript, you need to learn Java. That is not the way. They are two different directions. Okay, for learning JavaScript you do not need to have any idea of Java. Okay, you can start directly with the JavaScript. All right, so quickly move to the next topic. Okay, so we are left with few of the topics for the day. So let's move to the next topic. Will comments will come to the comments, variables, and data types also. All right, so the external part, declaration part is done right now. Let's move to the JavaScript comment and how to work on the different comments. So what is the main use of JavaScript comment? Okay, so let's understand that. So basically, let me share the screen. Just give me a moment. Let me share the screen. All right, so yeah, I'm just sharing the screen right now. Yeah, so the screen will be shared, will be shown to you right now. Okay, so basically what is happening is, right now here you have this particular HTML page, and then here we have the JavaScript code right here in the JS file. Okay, so here let's understand about the comment. So why we need to know the you implement the comment to understand the code easier and to avoid different kind of unnecessary code which is not there for the execution. For that also you can use the comment JavaScript comments. So there are different kind of process of, if you want to skip a certain kind of block of code also, you can use the comment in the JavaScript. So there are two ways. One is single line comment and is multi-line comment. So I'll be telling you two things. Single line comment. Okay, so just add two forward slash. Now this becomes a single line comment. Then multi line comment. Okay, so let's so now you have two lines and we need to convert this two line into comments. So control and forward slash. So this becomes a single line comment, and two single line comment if you put the control and forward slash. Okay, to make it multi-line comments, what you guys can do is, in this particular code, where the code start, add forward slash, okay, and asterisk, and where the code end, add asterisk and forward slash. So this becomes your multi-line comments. Okay, so this is how the single line comment and multi-line comments are used. Okay, I hope this part is clear. We'll come to that part where, like which one is better. Every language have different kind of way of implementation and different kind of purpose. Okay, so considering the fact, okay, depending on the functional requirement of the application, you can choose the language. Okay, those who are asking like JS versus the Django. Okay, so depending on Django, if you see, it is like one of the major, you can say a it is used for building the data driven different complex applications and all stuff. Why if you want to build a app that is easily scalable to a greater extent, okay, and which has lot of event driven architecture, which also you can, or what you can say is, you need lot of real time processing of the data. For that kind of applications you can use JS. So depending on different kind of use cases, what is your requirement, what is your uh, what you want to do with this application, you can choose your language. Okay, yeah, like the Java and JS, they are different language. Since people had certain kind of doubt, so we are covering that. All right, all right. So in case, I hope this comment part is clear. So let's quickly move to the next topic. Okay, so let's move to the next topic, that is the learn about different kind of variables. Okay, so let's understand the different kind of variables. There are different kind of variables, like where late we use different kind of nomenclature for the variables. Okay, so let's go deep into that. Okay, let's go deep into that and why it is used and all. So for that, what I'm gonna do is, yeah. So what is a variable? So it is what you can say is a storehouse. Variable are a storehouse, or you can say it is a simple name for storing, or a name for storing certain kind of things. Okay, uh, name, it is, you are giving a name for storing the variables, for storing certain kind of informations or data. So there are two kind of variables in JavaScript. One is a local variable, and there is also a global variable. Okay, you can just mention it, keep a note of it. Okay, and you need to follow certain kind of rules. Okay, so variables. Okay, and for variables you need to make understand some of the you need to keep a note of things while you are naming the variables. Okay, while you are declaring a variables, you need to have certain kind of follow certain kind of rules, like the name that you are writing must start with, okay, name start with A to Z, or A to Z, capital A to Z. Okay, uh, you can also start with underscore, and some also follow the dollar sign. Okay, name must, but the name must start with a letter, that is A to Z or capital A to Z. And so this is the first rule you need to follow. Okay, and after the first letter, okay, once you have done with the first letter, that is the initial letter. First one was the name must start with the what is the initials what you can have for the variables. Okay, then once you are done with the first initials, you are done with the first initial for the variable, then you can use the digit between 0 to 9. Okay, you can use the digit after you are, you can use this digits. Okay, 0 to 9 you can use any numbers after, but after first letter. Okay, after first letter you can use this. Okay, this is the second rule. And the third rule is JavaScript variables are case sensitive. Okay, third rule is case sensitive. What is case sensitive? Like in JavaScript, small x and capital X are different. Okay, so keep in mind, if you are declaring a variable small x and capital X, they are different. Okay, so let's understand the correct ways of declaring certain kind of variables. Okay, and what is the incorrect ways of declaring a variable. So I'll be writing. Okay, so are you active? Are you ready to take a challenge? Yes. So now you know the rule. How many of you know the rule? Yes. Uh, how many of you are clear with the rules? Okay, clear with the rules. Clear, write clear in the chat. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. So once you're clear with the rules, what I'll be doing is I'll be giving you a few quick questions. Let me see how many of you can answer whether it is right or wrong, right way of declaring variables or not. Okay, let's go with the first one. Okay, the first one is let underscore hello equals to 123. Okay, this is the first option. Oh, okay, I'll be writing you two, three options. Okay, what you need to do is, how you need to answer is, after I write all the options, okay, just write one correct, two incorrect, three correct, four incorrect. Okay, So this is how you need to mention. Let star hello equals to 1, 2, 3. 3. Let mm, o equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, and then the last one which I'll be coming up with is 4 option. Let 1, 2, 3 equals to uh, HELLO. Let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. Yes, these are the 4 options. Right, 1 correct, 2 incorrect, 3 correct, 4 correct, 5 incorrect. Like this, you need to write the response in the comment section. Let's see. And club everything in one response. Okay, club everything in one response so that it will be easier for me to verify. Okay, Priya said 4 is incorrect, 3 is correct. Ayush shared, and LRS said 1 wrong. Soumya says 4 wrong. Guys, club everything and write it in a single comment. Okay. Ayush says 4 incorrect, 2, 4 incorrect. Okay. 1, 3 correct. Okay. Yes, exactly. Okay. So as per the rules is right here on the face. The first one is correct. The second one is also is incorrect. Okay. The third one is correct. Okay. And the fourth one is incorrect. Okay. Clear? Exactly. So now you can just give yourself your mark and just write your score, final score in the chat. Yes. All right. So now, very good. So most of you are clear with the variables. So now let's understand about the JavaScript local variables and global variables. So the local variables are declared inside a block, or you can say function, and it can be accessed within that function or a particular block. Okay, so it is declared within a function and it can be accessed within that particular function, like this. Here, let's do one thing. Let me convert this to comment. Okay, so here, local variable. Okay, and here what I can say is uh, uh, let's create a function. Okay, so here what we'll be doing is, under let's say there is a script tag script, and inside this script tag, okay, so I'm just clubbing it here so that everything is there in a particular function. So here I'll write a function name. Let's write the name of the function as hello, and parameters we do not need anything, so nothing. And here let uh, hello equals to welcome. So now what happens is, this is a local variable because this variable can only be accessed within this particular function. Okay, this is JavaScript local variable. Even if you write a if statement, if 5 is greater than 3, then what I'll do is let x equals to 5. So again, here also in this particular case, this x is also a JavaScript local variable. Okay, clear? Yes, if it is clear, then CLR in the chat. Okay, most of you have scored 4 out of 4. Very good. Those who have also scored, uh, okay, very good. So this is the first class. It will take time. No need to hurry. No need to worry about it. You'll slowly get to know everything. Yes, if you at the end, if you have doubt, you can just ask me. Okay. All right, so this is clear. So local variable is clear. So now let's move to the global variable. Okay, so global variable, let's move global variable. So this is global variable for you guys. So in this global variable, what happens is, so this variable were declared inside the function, but here what we'll be doing is let hello equals to welcome, or let's give it a number is equal to 123. Okay, and we'll declare a function calculate. Okay, and this function, what it will be do in this function, we want to access that particular let, or what you can say is we need to even, yeah, function, and here document dot write in write and here we need to write the hello. All right, so here we have declared it outside, and we are globally, and we are accessing it inside a particular function. If you have declared it within the function, then it will be difficult for us to access it in different other functions. Let's say add, or let's add for now. Okay, and here, or you can say just, or you can say func2, function 2, and inside this function 2, what I want to do is I want to again access those. So again I'll just copy this. Even if you write it, I can also access this variable inside it. Okay, so this is the two way of what you can say is uh, declaring it globally and using it locally within these functions. Okay, so this is how you can use it, and to implement it, just call the function. So we'll go into more advanced examples. Okay, where I will show you. What I'll do is, let's show you the output also here. Call cll, and also func2. Let's see the output if it is working or not. Okay, let's see if it is working or not for this. Okay, so to see the implementation, what I'll do is, okay, it's already there, so it's showing you. Let me share the screen. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me share the browser to show you if it is working or not. Mm, here the browser screen is shared. Okay, it will be visible to you. Okay, so here what will happen, just to show you the demonstration. Yes, right now you can see right here the code, hello, welcome to the website, and here 123 is written. That means you are able to access that variable that is declared globally, and we can implement it locally within different functions. We can, all right. So I hope this part is clear. So let's move to the browser. Okay, sorry, VS Code. So now this part is, I hope every for everyone it is clear. So now let's share the screen and VS Code. Yeah. So now this part is clear, declaration. Now let's move to the next topic. Mm, that is JavaScript data types. Okay. So what is a data type? Can anyone tell me what is coming to your mind when you are hearing the word as data type? It's used to make resource management much easier. Sports, yes. Function. Thank you, Aditya, for letting us know. We'll be covering most of the things. Also have the keywords. There are different kind of keywords for variables which we'll be learning on the process, and we'll be also learning what is the differences between these two. All right. So types of. Can anyone tell me? Can Aditya? Can anyone can tell me what is a data type? Okay, object, array, string, tick box, string, Valencia, object, rise, object, one C array. Okay, very good. Thank you everyone for trying. Good job. So basically, JavaScript has provide us with different data types to hold different kind of values. To hold different kind of values, we have different kind of data types. For each different variations of values, we have different kind of data type to store it. So there are, on a high level. Okay, let me turn this into a comment. So on a high level, we have two, what I can say is two types. One is the primitive, and the second one is what you say is non-primitive kind of data type. Okay, so JavaScript also, here we do not need to specify the type of variable which you are using right now. Okay, like do not need to in JavaScript. Unlike other languages, we do not need to specify like this is a number, this was string, this integer string. In C, like where the int a equal to this, here we do not need to specify the do not need to specify this type of variable, because it is a dynamically used by this JavaScript engine. So you need to use the let var. There are different kind of stuff for the variables, like okay, data types and all stuff. For this, what we can do is, mm, let me, yeah. All right. So here we there are primitive data types. JavaScript has data types, primitive data types, which you can make a note of it. Okay, I'll be calling one by one. Okay, in the primitive data types, you will be finding the strings. Okay, that is the text strings. You'll be finding numbers 1, 2, 3, and all. You'll be finding booleans. The third one is boolean, boolean, that consists of true and false. We have null, we have undefined, we have big integer, we have symbol. So these are all the primitive data type. The last two which I said, like the big int and the symbol, so these are introduced at a later stage around ES6 ECMAScript 6. Okay, at that stage it was introduced. Okay, previously we have this undefined null, string, integer and all. Then in addition to this particular kind of primitive data types, okay, JavaScript also has certain kind of composite data types, which is called as the objects. Okay, this composite data types are also covering the three parts, contains three sub what you can say is the composite have three certain kind of sub data types. Okay, one you can say objects, other you can say array and date. Okay, objects, arrays and dates. So I hope this part is clear with you. Primitive and you can say as composite data types and all. Okay, non-primitive or composite data type. Okay, so to give you a glance of it, what I can see is, let's write a certain kind of. I will show you. Okay. So basically, what that like, can anyone tell me why data types are important? Right now, you know what is a data type. You know what are the different types of data types. Can anyone tell me why data types are? Yes, will be coming. Yeah, at the end, I'll be sharing the notes. You have the all the notes in the link you have provided, but today's session notes I will be sharing at the end. Okay. Yes. Can anyone answer me why we need this? Because we need one of the important needs is the data types are important for the operations, manipulations kind of stuff. Object you need. Okay. Uh, let's say. Uh, so I'll tell you one of the example. Okay. So operands, and also the operands which we'll be learning, that understandability, also you need to have a clear understandability to have an effective use of it. Okay. And what you can say is, in JavaScript, the strings which you are learning right now, this, what is a string data type? It is a sequence of characters. Okay, it is a sequence of characters are called as strings. And strings can be created in three ways. Okay, the strings which you are using, you might see different ways of implementation of strings. Okay, or creation of strings in different ways. So one, two, three, all the ways I'll be telling you. So for the strings, okay, the first way which let, what I can say is the hello string equals to, the first way which you guys use is, what you can say is the using the double quote. Okay, the first way which you use using the double quotes, like hello world. Okay, the second way, let me copy this. Mm, okay, and this also here. Second way using the single tick, and the third way using the backtick, which is there above the tab. Okay, above the tab button is there. Okay, so these are the multiple ways of strings, implementation of strings. So here, the first using the double quote, second using the single quote, and third using the uh, what you can say is the backticks. Okay, and for implementation of this, what you can do is, just if you want to print it, document dot write string 1, string 2, string 3. So let's do one more thing. Let's print it out. Okay, so 1 hello string, 2 hello string, 3. Okay, and to print it out, I'll just write document dot write. Okay, then what I'll just write, hello string 1, and I'll just break the line to move it into the next line. So I'll just add the br tag. So after the name 1, it will just move to the next line. Okay, similarly here, hello string 2, hello string 3, save it. All right, so these are the different ways of implement. So now if you run this code, okay, on the browser. Let me show you on the uh, hello world one. Let me write it to make you show you if it is 3. Save it. Okay, I'll be sharing you the browser right now to have a check, like to have a verification to verify like the code which you are writing, is it correct or not. Okay. Okay. uh, right, so I'll be sharing the screen. Yes, now you can see right here, hello world 1 2 3 is now displayed right here, and when I click on this hello button, this alert is coming up. All right, so this is how it works. Okay, any questions, any doubt which you have, you can just uh, ask me right here. Yes, any questions you have in mind. So this, okay, what I want to do is right now, oh sorry, the screen is not visible. Yeah, the screen is visible. Yeah. All right, can I have like more 5 minutes of your guys, like more 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes? Can I have your permissions to take more 5 minutes? Yes, we'll be coming to this part. Okay, so basically this is all about your data types. Okay, and this is how and what you can do is your assignment will be, you can make a note of it. So we haven't covered few stuff, okay, which I'll be covering. Okay, there are different ways of declaring variables. Okay, you can declare the variables. I'll be so what you need to do is write a program. Okay, so write a program, and when you clear, what you need to do is describe the 3 ways of implementation of what you can say is the string, how you are seeing the string. One is with the double quote, one with the single quote, and one with the backticks. Okay, so what I want is on click on, so you write the particular code, so in a paragraph or in a code block. Okay, and under every code block, okay, under this will be your assignment. Okay, आप लोग को 3 कोड लिखना है कोड ब्लॉक में, यूजिंग द कोड ब्लॉक टैग टू शो द कोड इन द ब्राउजर, वो कोड दिखाना है ऑन क्लिकिंग ऑन द बटन, और हर कोड ब्लॉक के नीचे आपको एक बटन डालना है. यू नीड टू कीप अ बटन. When someone clicks on that particular button, what will happen now? When someone clicks on that particular button, then it will show why, like why, do a research where to use the double quote, where to use the single quote, and where to use the backtick. It will display that thing in the browser as an alert, like why we have used the double click, like double quote, it will display that. Why you have used the single quote, where to use the single quote, it will display that. Where to use the backticks, it will display that. Can any one of you do this assignment, complete this assignment? Yes. So now you learn about the strings. So let me complete the boolean. Okay, and big int is also so let me so these are the two new things. What I will be doing is, let me cover the boolean, not boolean, the big int and the symbol, because this might be new for most of you. So can I complete that? Yes, no, in the chat. How many of you want to know about the big int and okay, yes. Yeah, backticks and the double quotes, do a research, and I want to see on click, I want to see why it is used in the alert box. Okay, I will see how many of you can do it. That is your assignment. If not, I'll be explaining you in the next class. So let me quickly cover this topic. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me share the VS Code, and let me tell you about the next two thing. So string part is done. Okay, now let's move to the next. Okay, boolean is all about true false. write true and false. This is very easy. Okay, even the date is easy, but what you can miss out is the BigInt. So basically this JavaScript stores, okay, JavaScript stores 64-bit long floating point numbers. Okay, JavaScript can store, okay, let me write it big and sorry. Okay, so JS can store 64-bit uh, long floating point number. Okay, JS can store 64-bit long floating point number, but what will happen to store bigger ones? We to store the bigger ones or a very large number, what we need is we need BigInt. Okay, and how to use that? You can use it inside the script or something like it. So let me write the code snippet for this. Okay, so this will be something like this. So let the larger number equals to something like random this. It's a very large number, uh, something like this. Sorry. Okay, if you are storing a large number that is exceeding your, and to print it, the to store this bigger integers. So I'm just giving you example. Okay, and to store like you, then to print it you can just write document dot write. Okay, and how to print it? The BigInt uh, value is this. The operators will be coming on. Just I just see how it is being printed. I will tell you. I will explain you this plus and all in the next class. Okay, and use the BR tag. Just the BR is fine. Okay, and it will display. It is basically used to store the numbers which are bigger than the 64-bit floating point numbers. Is it clear? CLR in the chat. Yes, CLR in the chat. Okay, so now BigInt is done, and next comes the symbol. The symbol data type. This is also introduced at a later stage at the very ES6 versions. Okay, symbols. Basically, you can see the symbol constructor. What you can say is used to create different kind of unique symbols. Okay, and you can pass the string as a parameter of the symbol constructors. Constructor will be coming up. So let me tell you one. Mm, you consider like a series of a number or something as a like unique symbol, and pass it inside the symbol constructor. So how to define it or how to use it, let me give you an idea. Mm, so basically let it be let the symbol 1 equals to, how you need to define it, symbol, and within inside it you need to define what you want to have it as a symbol. Okay, so with the example it will be a little bit clearer. And sybl2 equals to symbol, and inside it let's say it's 321. Okay, and let sybl3 equals to symbol, what you can say is 123. Okay, these are the three symbols which you have generated, and there you can do a comparison. Okay, here you can compare between the two symbols. Okay, and let's say we want to compare between the symbol 1 and symbol 3. Then let the result of the comparison between the two symbols equal to, so if symbol is why symbol 1 equals to symbol 3. So let's see what you are getting as a response. Okay, so this is the response what you will be getting after the comparison, and I'll be explaining you details. No need to worry. In the next class, I'll be explaining you this in details. Just 5 minutes. Document.write. Okay, is SYBL1 and SYBL2 same question mark plus, and we'll have the result. If it is true, it will show true. If they are same, it will show true. If they are not same, it will show false. And we have a breakpoint in the next line. Okay, so let's see if it is working correctly or not. So let me share the screen. Just last moment. Sorry, the screen is not shared. Yes, you can see the resultant is false. Okay, and see, with the comparison, you can see the resultant right here. Okay, the screen is not shared still. Sorry for that. Sorry, I don't know why. Yes, now you can see. You can see symbol 1 was 1 2 3 and symbol 2 was 1 2 3 are same. Then the resultant is false, which is displayed right here in the screen. Okay, so this act as a symbol, not as a string, and get displayed in your browser. Is it clear? Yes, no? Any doubt, any questions? What is means of hosting and host in JavaScript? Yes, we have lined up, guys. In the next class, I'll be explaining you that. In the next class, topic is there. Okay. Any more questions you have? The hosting part I'll be telling you. Okay, variable. What is a variable host, and also we'll be telling you in the next class. Okay. Okay. For the assignment part, what you need to do is, uh, let me tell you again. Okay, what is a symbol? So symbol, what you can say is the symbol data type. uh, Basically, it is used to create different kind of unique values, a collection of values or immutable values, which you can say is. It is used to create different kind of unique values, not as string, but unique values. It is okay. For that, the JavaScript symbol is used, and basically uh, it is a built-in object. Okay, this constructor returns a symbol. Okay, uh, uh, what and what you can say is, mm, basically creates a unique symbol with a collection of what you try to insert inside the constructor. Accordingly, it will create a different kind of symbols for you. For example, which once you have shown right here, but there are few limitations to it. There like about it implementation and all. uh, I'll tell you once we cover the constructor part, it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, right now it might be a difficult part for you to understand, but once we cover the constructor part, uh, it will be easier for you to understand at that level of point. Okay, so this is what we have covered today. Okay, so what we have covered about the history and evolutions. We have covered about the environment. We have covered about the JavaScript tools we need, basic HTML to run the JavaScript. We have learned the basic syntax of comments, variables, data types. Okay, in the next class, first I will be covering the control structure, like the if else loop. Will build a small game, so a small game out of this loop, or will build a certain small, very small applications out of it is in the control structure. So be there at the very next day. Okay. And we'll be also learn about the data handling, how to handle different kind of datas. Okay. And we'll deep dive into it. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you everyone for giving uh, being there. All right.